I agree with you, Steve. I think one of the most amazing things about HCQ as a potential drug in this combat that we're engaged in is that it has potential use as a prophylactic. I think that is maybe the key thing, and we're seeing evidence that has worked in that regard in India particularly. There was some evidence that just came out a few weeks ago where they had offered it to 10,000 police officers in Mumbai because of Fauci, because of the FDA. About 40% of them declined to take the drug. Now, of all the officers who got sick, they had 2 people taking the drug who got sick, but they had very mild symptoms. And in the group that did not take the drug, they had several deaths. I mean, to me, some of this is just so obvious. And what irks me more than anything is this idea that we're required to do double-blind studies in the midst of a pandemic. I want our listeners to notice there are not any double-blind studies going on with these vaccines that they're going to require all of us take in 6 or 7 months.
Wait, stop. Say that again. Because these guys, whether it's on television, whether it's Fauci, they're all claiming, hey, they're moving the goalposts. We talked about that yesterday, the randomized control, et cetera, just be absolutely clear. The rules they're saying have to apply for HCQ are not the same rules they're applying for the vaccine.
No, they are not the same rules that they're applying for the vaccine under any circumstances. In fact, Moderna has even said that even though they're going to do the 30,000 initial group to study, they're not going to actually infect any of the people who've taken the vaccine with the COVID-19. They're just going to throw the dice and hope that one of them maybe or doesn't maybe get sick with it. So this is something that is being done on a lot of faith basis rather than the same kind of scientific criteria that Fauci deems the gold standard for other medical drugs.
How does the good faith basis work for the flu vaccine?
Well, the flu vaccine is an interesting thing, and I think it has a great bearing on what we're going to see going forward here with the potential vaccine for the CCP virus. We know that the influenza vaccine does not particularly work very well on people over 60, 65. We also know that these are the people most at risk of dying for COVID-19. So this major push for a vaccine which may or may not work pretty clearly probably will not work that well on the population that needs it most.